Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Speakology 2.0. I'm Ryan, and I'm here with Alex. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic in daily communication.
Hi, everyone. Today's topic is expressing emotions simply in English. Emotions are a big part of our daily lives, and if you can talk about them clearly, your English will sound more natural and real.
That's right. Sometimes English learners know many grammar rules, but they don't know how to express their feelings. In this lesson, we will use simple sentences that you can use in real life.
Let's start with basic positive emotions. The most common one is happiness. You can say, "I'm happy." This is short, clear, and very common.
You can also say, "I'm feeling good today." That means today is a good day for you.
If something special happens, you can say, "I'm so excited." For example, "I'm excited about my trip next week."
Excited shows strong positive energy. It means you are looking forward to something.
Another sentence is, "I'm really glad." For example, "I'm glad you came." This shows happiness and appreciation.
You can also say, "That makes me happy." For example, "Your message made me happy." This connects your emotion to a reason.
Now let's talk about pride. Pride is when you feel good about something you did. You can say, "I'm proud of myself."
For example, "I finished my project on time and I'm proud of myself." That shows confidence and satisfaction.
You can also say, "I'm proud of you." This is a very kind sentence to say to someone who worked hard.
Now let's move to calm and peaceful emotions. You can say, "I feel relaxed." This means your body and mind are calm.
For example, "I feel relaxed after taking a walk." Simple sentences like this are easy to use every day.
Another word is peaceful. You can say, "I feel peaceful when I listen to music."
Now let's talk about love and care. You can say, "I love my family." This is a strong and positive emotion.
You can also say, "I care about you." This means someone is important to you.
Another useful sentence is, "You mean a lot to me." That shows deep emotional connection.
Now let's move to negative emotions. These are also important because we all feel them sometimes.
The simplest one is sadness. You can say, "I'm sad." That is very clear.
You can also say, "I'm feeling down." This is softer and very common in conversation.
For example, "I'm feeling down today because I had a bad day at work."
Another word is disappointed. You can say, "I'm disappointed." That means something did not go as you expected.
For example, "I'm disappointed with my test result." This sentence explains your feeling and the reason.
Now let's talk about loneliness. You can say, "I feel lonely." This means you feel alone and want company.
You can also say, "I miss my family." Missing someone shows sadness and love at the same time.
Let's create a short conversation about sadness.
"Ryan, you seem quiet today. Is everything okay?"
Not really. I'm feeling a little sad.
"Do you want to talk about it?"
Yes, I had a small argument with my friend.
"I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can solve the problem."
Thank you. I hope so too.
This is a simple and supportive conversation.
Now let's talk about anger. Anger is a strong emotion, but we should express it calmly.
You can say, "I'm upset." This is a polite way to show you are not happy.
You can also say, "I'm frustrated." Frustrated means you are angry because something is difficult or not working.
For example, "I'm frustrated because I can't solve this problem."
If something feels unfair, you can say, "That's not fair." This sentence is direct but not rude.
You can also say, "I didn't like what happened." This expresses your emotion clearly without shouting.
If you need some time, you can say, "I need some time to calm down." This shows maturity and control.
Calm down means to relax after feeling angry.
Now let's talk about fear and worry.
You can say, "I'm worried." For example, "I'm worried about my health."
You can also say, "I'm nervous." Nervous is very common before exams, interviews, or presentations.
For example, "I'm nervous about tomorrow's meeting."
If you feel strong fear, you can say, "I'm scared," or "I'm afraid of heights."
Afraid and scared are very similar in meaning.
Now let's talk about surprise.
You can say, "I'm surprised." For example, "I'm surprised to see you here."
If something is very surprising, you can say, "I can't believe it."
For example, "I can't believe I won the prize." That shows strong emotion.
Now let's talk about embarrassment. Embarrassment happens when you feel uncomfortable because of a mistake.
You can say, I'm embarrassed. For example, I'm embarrassed because I said the wrong name.
You can also say, that was awkward. Awkward means uncomfortable and strange.
Now let's talk about jealousy. Jealousy is when you feel unhappy because someone has something you want.
You can say, I feel a little jealous. This is honest but polite.
For example, I feel jealous when I see my friends traveling.
Now let's talk about mixed emotions. Sometimes we feel more than one emotion at the same time.
You can say, I'm excited but nervous. For example, before starting a new job.
Or you can say, I'm happy for you, but I'll miss you. This shows happiness and sadness together.
Now let's talk about how to respond when someone shares their emotions.
If someone says, I'm sad, you can say, I'm sorry to hear that.
If someone says, I'm excited, you can say, that's great.
If someone says, I'm nervous, you can say, you'll do great.
Simple, supportive sentences make conversations warmer and more natural.
Tone of voice is also important. Even simple words can sound different depending on how you say them.
For example, if you say, I'm fine, in a quiet voice, it may sound like you are not really fine.
But if you say, I'm fine, with a smile, it sounds positive.
Now let's imagine a longer conversation about emotions at work.
Alex, how are you feeling about the presentation?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm prepared.
That's good. You practiced a lot.
Yes, I did my best.
You'll do great. I believe in you.
Thanks. That makes me feel more confident.
This conversation shows support and positive emotion.
Before we finish, let's review some key phrases.
I'm happy. I'm feeling down. I'm upset. I'm nervous. I'm excited.
These simple sentences can help you express your feelings clearly and naturally.
Let's start with relationships. Relationships can bring many strong emotions. You may feel love, excitement, disappointment, or even confusion.
For example, if you are very happy in a relationship, you can say, I feel really happy with you. This is simple but meaningful.
You can also say, I feel comfortable around you. That means you can be yourself and relax.
If you feel confused, you can say, I'm not sure how I feel. This is honest and clear.
Sometimes in relationships, people feel hurt. You can say, I feel hurt by what you said. This expresses your emotion without shouting.
That sentence is important because it focuses on your feelings, not on blaming the other person.
Instead of saying, you made me angry, you can say, I feel upset. This sounds calmer and more mature.
Let's imagine a short conversation in a relationship.
Alex, you seem quiet. Is something wrong?
I feel a little hurt about yesterday.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Thank you for saying that. I just wanted to share how I feel.
This kind of simple and honest communication can solve many problems.
Now let's talk about emotions at work. Work can bring stress, pressure, and sometimes excitement.
If you feel stressed, you can say, I'm feeling stressed today. Stress is very common at work.
You can also say, I feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means you have too much work or too many problems at the same time.
For example, I feel overwhelmed with all these deadlines.
If you feel motivated, you can say, I'm motivated to do my best. That shows positive energy.
If your boss praises you, you may feel proud. You can say, I'm happy with my progress.
But sometimes you may feel frustrated. You can say, I'm frustrated because the project is delayed.
Delayed means something is late or not finished on time.
Now, let's imagine a workplace conversation.
How are you feeling about the new project?
I'm excited, but I'm also a bit stressed.
That's understandable. It's a big responsibility.
Yes, but I'm ready to learn.
This conversation shows mixed emotions in a professional way.
Now, let's talk about family emotions. Family relationships are often very emotional.
You can say, I'm grateful for my family. Grateful means thankful in a deep way.
You can also say, I feel supported by my family. Support is very important emotionally.
You can say, I feel misunderstood. This means others do not understand your feelings.
That sentence is very useful because it explains your emotion clearly.
Now let's talk about expressing empathy. Empathy means understanding another person's feelings.
If someone says, I'm sad, you can say, I understand how you feel.
If someone says, I'm stressed, you can say, that sounds difficult.
You can also say, I'm here for you. That sentence shows emotional support.
When someone shares good news, you can say, I'm so happy for you. This expresses shared happiness.
Now, let's talk about disappointment in daily life.
If your plan fails, you can say, I'm disappointed, but it's okay.
You can also say, it wasn't what I expected. That sounds calm and mature.
If you feel regret, you can say, I regret my decision. Regret means you wish you had done something differently.
For example, I regret not studying harder.
Now let's talk about hope. Hope is a positive emotion about the future.
You can say, I hope things will get better. That shows optimism.
You can also say, I'm hopeful about the future. Hopeful means you believe something good will happen.
Now, let's talk about gratitude in more detail.
You can say, I truly appreciate your support. This sounds sincere.
You can also say, I'm thankful for everything you've done.
Gratitude makes relationships stronger.
Now, let's talk about emotional reactions in unexpected situations.
If something shocking happens, you can say, I'm in shock.
If something makes you laugh, you can say, that's hilarious. Hilarious means very funny.
If something makes you uncomfortable, you can say, that makes me uncomfortable.
Being honest about discomfort is important.
Now, let's imagine a longer conversation between friends.
Alex, I didn't get the promotion.
Oh no, how are you feeling?
I'm disappointed and a little sad.
That's understandable. You worked really hard.
Yes, but I'll try again next year.
That's a great attitude. I'm proud of you for staying positive.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
This conversation shows sadness, support, and hope together.
Now let's talk about confidence. Confidence is an important emotion.
You can say, I believe in myself. This shows inner strength.
You can also say, I feel confident about my decision.
If you are unsure, you can say, I'm not confident about this yet. That is honest.
Confidence grows with experience and practice.
Now let's talk about emotional balance.
You can sometimes say, I'm trying to stay positive. That shows effort.
You can also say, I'm learning to control my emotions. That shows personal growth.
Before we finish, let's review some key expressions from both parts.
I'm happy, I'm feeling down, I'm upset, I'm nervous, I'm excited.
I feel hurt, I'm feeling stressed, I'm grateful, I'm disappointed, I'm hopeful. All these sentences are simple, but they are powerful.
When you express emotions clearly, people understand you better.
And when you respond kindly to others, your relationships become stronger.
Thank you for joining us on English Speakology 2.0.
Keep practicing your English and don't be afraid to share your feelings.
See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.